channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2018 6 scale Michael Myers figure. Now I'm definitely excited about picking this one up because I actually have the 6 scale 1978 Michael Myers figure from Trick or Treat Studios, and I still believe that is the best officially licensed Michael Myers figure that's out on the market. You know, I know about the custom ones, but I believe that 1978 one that Trick or Treat Studios recently put out, I think that's the best Michael Myers figure that you can get. You know, so I'm definitely excited about picking this one up. Now I know that they have Halloween 4 and Halloween 5, even like a bloody version of the 7-8 Myers figure, but I just chose to go into this one, you know, right away. Now I did get to see this particular Halloween film like in the theaters like a couple of times, and I do actually have it right here on 4K Blu-ray too as well. And of course, you know, this was like a direct sequel to John Carpenter's 1978 Halloween film, which is my all-time favorite movie. So this film here actually retconned all the sequels in the series, so it seems like only like the original film existed, and this takes place like 40 years after that one. Now Trick or Treat Studios also provided me with these codes for like Fright Rags if I wanted to order something off of Fright Rags. It gives you like 10% off, and this is only for like Fright Rags merchandise, but it's from Trick or Treat Studios. Then they gave me this like new one right here that I have never seen before, known as a Black Rebel. Like their accessories. Like I said, I'm very excited about this, so I'm going to go and get into this right now. So as you can see, this is the box that contains the Trick or Treat Studios 2018 Michael Myers figure. I always thought that poster right there from the theatrical poster, I always thought that was like beautiful. I love that poster, it's so awesome. But as you can see, it says Halloween 2018 at the top. Then of course it says 6 scale Michael Myers figure, and you got Trick or Treat Studios logo. It also has that on the side too. Of course, you can also open this up too. Now on the back they have like another shot of Michael Myers too right there, as you can see from the film. And of course you open it up, it has like this window base packaging, which I think is awesome. And of course it has a description, and you can set the Michael Myers figure on the inside too as well with the accessories. Then they have like this scripture here just like they did like on the previous one, which I'm going to go ahead and read right now. And of course this is from Dr. Loomis, you know. It says, "Death is the only solution for Michael. There is nothing to be gained from keeping evil alive. One shot of sodium thiopentanol," I think that's how he said it, "will render him unconscious. I'll be with him to make sure his life is extinguished. My ear on his chest to hear for myself that his vitals no longer function, and immediately incinerate the body. It needs to die. It needs to die. It needs to die." So of course, you know, some Dr. Loomis, apparently, you know. So I'm going to open this one up, but like I said, I love this packaging. I like this poster. I always thought that was so awesome. Alright, and this here is the background that comes with the Trick or Treat Studios 2018 Michael Myers figure, which is him like in that closet. So as you can see, this is the packaging for the figure. I like how Trick or Treat Studios do like their packagings. So I'm gonna slide this on up, and it comes off easily too, you know. I got no problem with that. Yeah, as you can see, this here is the Michael Myers figure. He still has the plastic on us, so I have to take all that off. So he has one right here on his head, which I'll take off. One just fell off his hand. Then here's like another one on his other hand. Then he has some like on his feet too. So voila, there he is. So what I want to do first is actually measure the Trick or Treat Studios 2018 Michael Myers figure. And he is over 12 inches. Or just right at 12 inches. So what I do is talk about like the articulation and the likeness to Michael Myers, you know, from the film. Now I must admit, it does like this stands actually even better too. The other one stood too, but like it's like actually has like a solid like stand to it, feel to it. But I also do have like my stand for it too as well, which I'll put it on. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually darkening the lights too, to actually get a good look at Michael too. So I'm gonna see how that actually looks. Yeah, cause when you darken the lights, you know, depending on how you light the figure, it actually looks much more better. Like his eyes are dark too as well. So as you can see, the eyes are kind of like darkened, but you can still see like Michael's like eyes in him, you know. He even has like the dead eye right there. Now the detail in this mask is awesome, because I think this mask was also designed by Justin Mabry too, because he actually made masks for this, you know. And you can see all like the worn and agedness of the mask, because it's supposed to be like this same mask from '78, but like 40 years later. He even still has like the wound on his neck from where the Laura stabbed him right there, like the needle wound. Done very nice. Here are the coveralls. Now I might bring some light back into this too, so it could look kind of a little better. As you can see, these are like Michael's like coveralls that he has on. Done very well. They have like this pocket right here. And I think he still has like these too. Yeah, he has like these pockets right here, which are like working pockets too. You can actually stick something in them. So I think that's still cool. Like the detail in that. This is how they did the 7/8 version. Even on the back, he has like pockets too. Stitching done pretty good. Now one thing I do notice about this too, I do notice that the coveralls seem to be real kind of tight on them too. Like they fit them a little better. And of course, you know, he has like the zipper here, which is like a working zipper, because you also can like zip that down. Another thing I'm gonna do too is fold Michael Myers like collar out too, up here like that. So I have it like that. I don't know if that was too high or not, but I got it kind of folded out. And now you can even set the dead eye a little better too. Now that I got the light on it, you can set the dead eye in there. Even the other eye. I like how you can set the glossiness in the eye too, like they painted right up, and that's awesome. Even Michael's boots look pretty good. I actually think these are better than the 7/8 version that Trick or Treat Studios did. They don't look too like long. They are just right. Even like the shoestrings are sculpted in and so on. I think that's awesome, the way the shoes look. And of course, Michael's articulation. That's why I forgot to touch on the hands. Even the hands are like aged. You can say the hands been there. He's supposed to be like what, like in the 60s now? Because it's supposed to be the same Michael Myers from 7/8, 1970, but 40 years later. Even on the back, like just like with the other one they did, you can set the slit on his mask too, where you can see that you can put the mask on. You know how like masks have slits on like that. He even has that too. Then his hair is sculpted pretty good. Now Michael's arms gonna go up. It looks like they could go up to about right there. Then you about to probably start forcing it. He does have a bend in the arm, so you can't bend his arms. The split leg can go up like that, bend in the knee. So he has good articulation, very good articulation. But I do notice that these coveralls seem to be fitting more tighter than they did on the 7/8 one. Even like his stance seems to be a little more solid. It's kind of loose like in the legs, but like it's a little more solid now, like around his legs area. So I think this is impressive. This is very awesome. I really am impressed with this. And Michael here can turn left, right. He can't really look up that much, but he can kind of look down somewhat, but not too much. But he has good articulation. He can still kind of tilt to the side, but not too much. But he can like be tilted. Hands, of course, can rotate too as well. Actually, I had a stand for him too, so I just put him right on it right there, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is actually move on to the accessories that Michael Myers has. He has 2 hands right here, as you can see. This right here is the first of the hands that I'm showing right now, and this is the actual battle damage hand from Laurie blew his fingers off with the shotgun. Now I must admit, this is very nicely detailed, and you can tell this is from Trick or Treat Studios. It really looks nice. the blood going down the finger and so on. Even right there, like where the fingers were blowed off, they did a good job on this. The hands are still like got veins and they look dirty, you know, and filthy. That's a good job, in my opinion, on this. I probably will be displaying them like this at times with this battle damage hand. Then he has one more hand, which is like for the right hand, and you can tell this is basically like for like gripping like a weapon or something. Because he already has one gripping hand on, so I guess it's probably for like a particular weapon that he has. Then up next is his actual weapons that he has. Like right here is like the actual standard kitchen knife that Mike always has, or you can say butcher knife. And it is different from the one that came with the 7/8 version. You can tell it's apparently based on the one that he used in the film. Then the last accessory that he has is this actual bloody hammer, as you can see. And I like the way the blood looks. The blood is nicely done on this. It looks beautiful. It has like this glossiness, wet type look to it. So I think they did a pretty good job with that. It looks awesome. It's even going on like the wood somewhat too. Now I decided to take off one of Michael's hands and just show you how it looks. It came off pretty easy too. I admit I did loosen it though, just to be safe. As you can see, there's like the battle damage hand where his fingers from when they were blown off. Went on pretty easy though, like I say. I had to kind of loosen it. So yeah, I probably just spam like this at times. I also put in a weapon in Michael's hand too as well, which you can see right here. I'm not too sure if this is for the knife though, but the hammer went in pretty good, so I'm not too sure if that was really for the knife or not. But you can tell that this here did go in pretty good. But I'm betting you can put the knife in here too as well. But I just chose to put the hammer in. It went in tight too, like easily. And here, as you can see, is the actual kitchen knife in Michael's hand. Now, this is the same hand I used for the hammer that I put the hammer in. Because if you look at this other knife, this other hand, I believe this really is the one for the knife, but the hole is very tight on it. So you actually definitely have to loosen this to get the knife in it. So I just chose to put the knife in the same hand that has like the hammer that you can use for the hammer. That'd probably be like the better suggestion, you know, from my opinion, because you will definitely have to loosen like the other hand to get it in there, you know. So there he is with the knife. Now what I'm gonna do is give a comparison with the 2018 Michael Myers and the 1978 Michael Myers figures from Trick or Treat Studios. So here's the actual 7/8 Myers right here that I have. And again, this is a superb figure. I still believe this is the best officially licensed Michael Myers figure you can get, you know, based on the original film. But this way is like a comparison between the two. And I do have them both on the stands. Now I do hear that there's like something about their heights are off, you know, if you're following like the actors that played them. I think like Nick Castle was actually shorter than James Drew Courtney from what I was hearing, you know. But this here is just a comparison of these two. And they are both awesome, well done figures, and these are from Trick or Treat Studios too. So I'm definitely looking forward to picking up more of these, you know, like more Michael Myers, you know. Okay, that's my review for the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2018 6-scale Michael Myers figure. This figure is awesome, superb. I would definitely recommend picking this one up, especially if you're a fan of this particular version of Michael Myers, or just a fan of Michael Myers in general, because he closely resembles the 7/8 Michael Myers. So you know, there's no question, all of us would be a fan of that if you're like a fan of the original 7/8 mask, because he does have the mask where it's like aged, like, you know, 40 years like older, you know. So yeah, this is based on 2018's Halloween film, which I have right on 4K Blu-ray. I did get to see this in the theater a couple times, so I forgot how many times exactly. And of course, you know, this film is actually a direct sequel to John Carpenter's 1978 Halloween film, which is my all-time favorite movie. This is actually a direct sequel to that, so it's actually retcon like all the sequels in the series, like from Halloween 2, 1981 and on. So none of those apparently exist like in this new Halloween timeline, which is okay, you know. So this is a direct sequel to the original film. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. This is an awesome figure. I'm definitely looking forward to getting more of these Michael Myers figures from Trick or Treat Studios. I'm kind of surprised at how good they actually are making these. These are some superb figures, and these are from Trick or Treat Studios, and this is their first foray into making like 6-scale figures, you know. So that's definitely like awesome and exciting, because who knows what other figures they would do next, that I would be interested in picking up. But anyway, I would definitely recommend picking this up. This is an awesome figure, easily one of the best figures of the year, like from Trick or Treat Studios, or just like 6-scale figures in general. So this is the Halloween 2018 6-scale Michael Myers figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe to as well. Happy Halloween, Michael. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.